Yo, people, what's going on? Back again with another Red Talk, and boy, there's a lot of shit going down today, innit, bro?
There's a lot going on. You took the words right out of my mouth, fam. You know what I'm
What are you
saying?
telling me, bro?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Big up the chat as always. You good first and foremost, fam. Yeah.
I'm alright, bro.
Yeah.
I'm alright. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
trying to keep up with all this shit, bro.
Yo, fam, there's so much going on. I didn't even know about the ONANA thing till I seen it here. You know what I'm saying? In the title, and someone put it in the comment section. I didn't even know about that. 60 million euros, they're saying. All right. You know what I'm
Pay
saying?
that.
And that. All right, is
Pay
that
that.
it? That's pretty cheap, to be honest. I expected it to be much more if that is indeed true. That's fire. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's fire.
100%, bro. But yo, bro,
Ain't,
we can't
ain't
not
got no
start on
judgment.
Havertz, blood. I'll be
Just
real. We can't not in it. Like the chat's going off, man. 65 million. Man could talk about all the installments in the world. Yeah, Chelsea are fucking robbing the shit out of everyone right now.
yes, they're robbing every. This is legal robbery. It's a legal robbery. This is Mayweather. You know when Mayweather be doing these exhibition bouts? You know what I'm
Trust
saying? And it's
me.
just legal robbery. And bear in mind, Mayweather, my favorite fighter of all time, people. So that's not a shot at him. I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah,
I don't get it whatsoever. Why is everybody, what is the obsession raiding Chelsea's dustbins? I don't get it. I'm lost. Saudi, I kind of understand because they're trying to raise the profile of the league. But us, you know what I'm saying? Arsenal, City, Kovacic, even Spurs being linked to Gallagher. But yeah, with the Kai
yeah,
Havertz thing, man, let's get to it's a horrific signing, people. Let's
yeah.
call a spade a spade.
It's not good, in it. And then when
It's
you look at him,
awful.
where does like, but there's rumors that he's gonna go and play in midfield in the Xhaka role, which is wild, isn't it? That's probably the only position he hasn't played in it yet. Do you know what I mean? Because he's been moved all around that attacking line and it hasn't worked. So maybe that's the cheat code, you know, like that. But for 60 odd million for that, nah, yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
And then you look and then you see like you said, we've been linked with Mount and also Culver's gone to Man City.
Yeah.
Culver hasn't been able to stay fit his whole time at Chelsea. So Chelsea will be fucking rubbing their hands. I bet you as soon as he goes to City, yeah, this bread's fit every week.
Oh yeah, 100%. There's a full you can see where he fits in at Manchester City. He'll be a rotation player and he'll fit right in with the ballers that they have there. He's not going to be starting week in, week out. So even when he gets injured, it'll be less noticeable. But it's just I'm seeing like some of the copium people have been calling it from Arsenal fans. It's not a good signing. As much as I criticize Arsenal, like let's call a spade a spade. If Arsenal were to sign Casado, I go, you know what? That's a good deal. They're linked with Timber. That's a good deal. Like I understand those two players. This is horrific. And Rants just mentioned it there. Him playing in midfield. He's a bad enough striker. I think he's a worse midfielder.
Yeah,
He's a
you're right.
worse midfielder. Like he has no mobility. There's no physicality. It's not like he's a great progressive passer. He's worse
Yeah,
than
he's
Jack.
not a ball winner. He's
He's
not
not
a
a ball winner.
progressive
What does he do?
passer. Like he's none of those things, blood. I don't
He's not even a
understand. Like
That's it.
I don't get it.
He's not even a tryhard who runs around in there. It's not even like he's gonna give you energy and you're gonna say, yeah, he closes down. He's a luxury player who's not that much luxury. I don't get it. I think
It's
it's
that,
terrible.
in it. It's
terrible.
that though. Yeah, it's weird.
Terrible.
It's a weird. You know what I mean? I big up HKM Music for the super chat. He said to me, it's a big red flag that Ten Hag wants Mount. I get he wants to play a certain way, but there are definitely better players for Mount at 65 million. Chelsea want 100%. I don't think you'll find many Manchester United fans that disagree with that.
Yeah, it's a big. I'm obviously like Ten Hag, love what he's doing. We'll back him on players that I don't know. But in regards to Mason Mount, I've watched him enough at Chelsea. I've spoken to enough Chelsea fans. I've spoken to enough rival fans. He is not good enough for where we're trying to go. He is not good enough. The fact I look at the Mount deal the same way I look at the Havertz deal makes no sense for the Bayern club. Makes zero sense. Zero. I don't get it. Yeah, Chelsea just finessing everybody. It's mad.
Yeah, it's a bit brazy, bro. I can't believe it. Like, there's not a single part of me here that understands the Mount signing. Do you know what I mean? Because effectively, you're bringing him in. He's just a less progressive Bruno Fernandes, bro.
They're
Like
the
they're
same
the
style.
same player. They just run around, yeah, put pressure on players, and that's it. And then lose the ball.
Cover every blade of grass. Both
And then lose
not
the ball.
technically sound, yeah, and then lose the ball. All their better attributes are off the ball. So, like
Yeah.
I've already said this, like what's crazy is the criticism that Manchester United fans, including ourselves, have of Bruno. If you listen to Chelsea fans criticize Mason Mount, it's the exact same. And then on the flip side of that, when you hear Manchester United fans praise Bruno Fernandes and you hear Chelsea fans praise Mason Mount, it's the exact same people. Just take the name out. It's the exact, that shows you how similar of a players they are. Who's better or not is a whole different conversation. However, we're not like, he's a terrible signing. I'm not with it. And what was that last comment? Did man say Havertz, we haven't seen him play yet? Is that what that last comment said?
Man said, let me get it back up.
Yeah. Like,
Man said he's reserving judgment. End of the day, Arsenal played the best football last season. He's got skill. He just needs to work much harder. That's what he said.
Okay, so if Arsenal this summer, this transfer window, I killed this dead were to sign Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, and me and Rants came on here and said, we don't know if they're going to hit at Arsenal and we're reserving judgment, what would the chat say? You know what I'm saying? They were to sign Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Casado, and we were like, we don't know if they're going to be good there. We're reserving judgment until the last day. Man would say you're hating their quality players. So if we can do that with quality players, why can't we do that with poor players? It's a bad signing.
This is it. I feel like I just feel like we've seen enough of Kai Havertz here that we don't need to reserve judgment any longer.
Yes. No, we don't need to. Man's got 19 goals in 3 years. He's yet to hit double figures in a Premier League season for Chelsea. Yet to. Bear in mind, he scored what? I think it's 7, 8 goals. 2 of those were penalties.
He's awful.
He's so bad. Did you see those stats got put out? And like in the stats, people were hyping him up. It said most flick-ons. So I was like, all right.
Nah, man didn't say most flick-ons.
It said most flick-ons in the tweet, fam. It said most flick-ons.
Yeah.
It said most flick-ons. Yep.
That's exactly. Them Emil Heskey stats. You know them.
This is what
them things don't even make sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't even make sense. Now they're saying Tonali to Newcastle. Before it was Barella to Newcastle. And now I see someone in the chat saying that Barella's been linked to Man United. I don't know if that's true, though. I haven't seen the links myself. But if we were linked with him, that would definitely be instead of Mason Mount.
I hope so. Because we also got linked to, I seen it, I don't know if you've seen it today, Declan Rice. Reports were saying that it was going to be cash plus a player. So it was like cash plus McTominay.
I haven't seen that, but I did fucking say that Man United were going to get linked with like 200 man before the window's closed.
Oh, yeah. That's a fact.
It's always silly season, bro.
Facts. It's the same every single season. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Most flick-ons. Oh, big up my man for the super chat. He said Havertz reminds me of Morata. For some reason, top clubs always in for them. Fair play to Todd B for clearing out. To do that fast is incredible. Yeah, Morata's, you know what it is? Because Morata and him are very similar in the sense that fundamentally, yeah, they both are technical, innit? They're both technically sound players. So when you look at their just fundamentals, yeah, you would think that, yeah, they should be good players. But they're not. You know, the ones there, like, and a lot of the time it's something in their head, innit? It's something mentally that hasn't clicked. It's not that they don't have the technical ability to be good players. It's just something upstairs, yeah, like something short-circuited, innit? The maths aren't mathing up there.
It's I've heard Lewis mention this, and he spoke about Kai Havertz, and he said, yeah, well, you mentioned in regards to him being technically sound, and it's motivation. It's a mental side of things, because what they have, again, if you put them, it's just the wrong era for them. I talk about it all the time. If you, especially in the Premier League, are not athletic, not pace and power, your other attributes have to be extremely good. And that's the problem that Kai Havertz has. That's the problem that you mentioned, Morata. We've seen it there with João Felix, who technically ticks all the boxes. From a technical aspect, João Felix is cold. Now he's being linked with Wolves.
From a technical aspect, he's one of the best players in the game right now. However, that's not enough.
You need more than that. Yeah, it needs to be much more than that. Like, you have to be. And that's the problem with Kai Havertz. Even when I went to the United-Chelsea game and I watched him, and it's like, you just offer no threat. Yeah. Because it's not even like he's an off-the-bench player. Like, even go back to Arsenal, you can say, yeah, off the bench, he'll give you something. Eddie Nketiah off the bench is a better option. You know what I'm saying? The goal Eddie Nketiah scored against us late. Havertz don't score that.
You're right. Bro, Garnacho's a better option off the bench than fucking Kai Havertz.
You know what they offer off the bench because of their directness and being willing runners and being quick. And Kai Havertz don't offer that. And then on the flip side, it's not like he's a great player, like link-up player. It's not like he'll drop deep like a Kane and hit a through ball. Like, his goals and assists show you that. And people say, oh, he did well at Leverkusen. It's like, the levels at Leverkusen is much different to the expectations at Chelsea or an Arsenal. It's a bad sign.
100%.
I can't wait to see him in an Arsenal shirt.
No, 100%, bro. You know what I mean? Big up everyone in the chat, bro. Get them likes up to 500. You got over what 1.1k in here already.
Don't put
You
the
lot
like.
make sure you get the
Don't put the
flipping
like.
lights up, bro. You freeloaders, man. Man are doing this every episode. You know, like that man are just sitting there, blood. You know, them man there that bring food into the cinema and that, bro. Fucking freeloaders, man.
Hey,
Man come in
welcome to the
with
struggle.
their Sunday roast in the cinema, you know. Man don't want to buy no popcorn and that. What's wrong with you, man? I mean, smash the fucking like button. It's free, fam.
Yeah.
You know,
Hit the
like
like
that.
button, people. Hit the like button. You like, hey, welcome back to YouTube again, fam. Like that's what you have to do, but you have to tell people.
Bro.
And people just be chilling in their defense. I know some people just be chilling watching it, and they're thinking, I've not hit the like. They're just enjoying
that's
the
cool.
content.
I'm reminding you, there's no fucking excuse. You know, like that, man. Hit the like button, and if you ain't subscribed, subscribe as well, because I'm like 100 or something away from 75 or some shit like that.
Let's go, man. You'll get there no time.
So you lot smash that like button, man. You know what I mean? Hold tight, Jamie Fletcher. He said, Rants, there's rumors going around saying that Ratcliffe walked away, blood. Well, boy, wouldn't you?
What's the sauce? Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But the source is life. That's what the source is, blood. When a motherfucker dunks on you with a duffel bag full of cash, what can you do, blood? What are you staying around for?
The fact that it's gone quiet on Ratcliffe, I do like. There's been nothing. Since the initial report came out in Qatar, is nothing. There's nothing.
Bruv, what are you staying around for? You know like that. You know when man comes with the big money, what are you staying around for, blood? Tell me. It's not that he walked away, it's just that the game's over.
Yeah, so it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
It's
man
over.
Dropped the big money. You dropped the big money.
Come on, bro. This is exactly, it's over. So when man said he walked away, yeah, like he gave up, bro. Like he was never in the race, blood. This is what I've been trying to explain to people. He offered these man a completely different deal to what was on the table just to stay in the race in the first place. He knew he could never keep up. You man already heard the analogy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? A man can't go to buy a whip. Do you know what I mean? The whip's 50 bags. And you say to the brother, oh, I'll give you 30 bags, yeah? And you can drive the car on the weekends, blood. And I'll just keep the car during the week and that. Bro, that's the kind of deals man's trying to pull with the Glazers.
That's a good analogy. That's a good analogy.
He never had that kind of money in the first place. A man said, you know what? I'll let you man stay in that. You can still keep it. What kind of broke shit is that? Now I'm saying, like, bro, you just gotta know. You just gotta know, bro. If you ain't got money, you shouldn't eat in certain restaurants. You don't go there, yeah, and then order a couple starters and leave, bro. You're broke, fam. If you can't afford a mains, blood, and a drink and that, don't eat there.
Yeah. You just go elsewhere.
Go somewhere else.
Live within your budget, and that's not shut people. I do that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be going to no expensive restaurant to eat. You know what I'm saying?
But this, bruv, you know, like that. And I know what, bruv, when man go at these, man can afford everything on the menu. You know them what's there. Certain man going to restaurants and seeing that steak. If you can't afford the most expensive thing at the restaurant, you shouldn't be eating in there. I don't care. You know, like that. That's just how it is.
Yeah. If you can't afford the most expensive, that's the crazy part, man. There ain't no steak that's worth 150 pounds, bro.
Do you understand what I'm saying, my guy? You know what I'm saying? It's a mad thing. Man in a restaurant ordering fucking starters and that. Do you know what I mean? Or just going to these posh restaurants just to buy drinks. You know them man, they just go to the bar in the restaurant and that. Tell man you went Hakkasan and that, and you was just ordering cocktails and that. You're a dickhead. And things are not serious, bruv. Go home. That's just what it is, bruv.
I what
you know what I'm saying?
Live within your means and in your budget. Yeah.
Trust me, dog. Man said, why are we so slow with transfers? Super chat. Bruv, because we don't have an owner, blood. Like, we're in the middle of, you get me? We're in the middle of selling the club. It's just like if you're in the middle of selling your house, blood, you're not going to have people doing work in your house and that, doing it up here when when you've already sold the house and the keys are about to get handed over. Why the fuck are you increasing the value of the property for if you already got your money?
You ain't going to be doing a paint job.
Yeah, what's the point?
You could be doing a paint job. And just to clarify that as well, because I've had that comment pop up a lot. Look at everybody else. Arsenal have signed one player. Liverpool have signed one player. Manchester City have signed one player.
Yeah, Chelsea, it's not like everyone's doing the players.
Spurs have just got a manager, signed 0 players. Like, people, the window just opened. Like, relax. That's all I would say is relax and just chill out and see where we're at come the start of preseason. Then during preseason, then once the season starts. But like Rants said, we're literally changing owners. So that plays its parts as well.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out my man. This is a KD jersey, blood. God forbid. You know them ones there, blood. KD just went and summoned another another pretty much all-star, yeah, still ain't gonna win a fucking ring, bro. It's
Oh, is
peak.
Beal gone there now?
Yeah, he's
Is
there,
Beal
blood.
gone there? Okay, okay.
You know, like that. So yeah, this is the KD one. My Kyrie jersey's the black one. You get me? So yo, yeah, slap that like button. What are we on now, people? Let me know in the chat. You get me? I might have to fist some more people up in the chat, blood. Man, I'm moving mad.
Bump up the likes.
No,
Bump
like
up
that.
the
So
likes.
get them lights up, people. You already know what the thing is, man. But honestly, yeah, like obviously, like you've got fucking what's it? They're saying about the Sheikh and Mbappe, yeah, bro. Like,
oh yeah, what was that? Because I seen it obviously in the thumbnail graphic and then in the title. What I missed that as well. What happened,
bro? You know what it is, yeah? It's like the worst kept secret is that these men are gonna want to make a statement signing, and obviously with the Qatar links with PSG, yeah, it's like it's the obvious thing. It's Neymar or Mbappe in it. We're gonna be linked with in it. Like for longevity, it's probably an Mbappe thing. Like it probably, but then I wouldn't be surprised if Neymar was an option. But bro, they're saying that obviously he's interested in Mbappe. Of course he is. If Mbappe's come out now and said I'm not signing a new deal, yeah,
he's available.
he's available because
They
he
don't want
said that yo, like I'm happy here, yeah, I'm not leaving. But motherfucker didn't say he was staying either. You know, like that. Man, yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, because he said I didn't want to. He said, I'm not. Yeah, he didn't say he was leaving, but the club came out and said if you don't sign a new deal, we'll move him on, which makes sense. You don't want to lose an asset of that value for free. So I'm with it. But do I think we get Kylian Mbappe? No. They're my two dream things to happen this summer. If I had two wishes, if I was talking to a genie, I had three wishes. Top two wishes is Sheikh Jassim to take over, Kylian Mbappe in. These things don't happen. I don't think I'll have that. I really don't. But we'll see. I really don't see it happening, though.
You know what it is, yeah? I think that Mbappe is I think it's attainable. I think it's attainable for several reasons because
I want to be sold on this one.
I think that we've got obviously you get Qatar, you can get him, and then on top of that, it's obviously the lure of Man United. It's also Real Madrid. You might have we don't know about Perez, innit? We know that he's got an ego on him, and he could be butthurt from being turned down before, you know, like that. So he could do the ego thing. We've seen his ego when it comes to him and CR7. Them man don't get along for that reason. Even him and Jose, like big personalities, don't tend to really get along with him, innit? So it's one of them ones where I think that there could be something in that. Even though I think he's still Madrid bound, I think that it's not signed, sealed, delivered. I think if we get the Qatari owners and we come true with the big Ross Clark bag, yeah, he'll consider it. You know, like that. I don't think it's off the table, blood, at all. And the number 7's vacant as well, blood. I do not think that it's off the table. I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility.
I think we're the second option. I think we're the second most likely destination.
I think so.
Behind Real Madrid, I think
we get him if Real Madrid don't want him.
Yes, I can see that. And you know what? I'm all for that, people. I'm all for that. Big up to Dave because he just sent me as well the link. I didn't know that. Was it Damish Seth had said that, speaking to Give Me Sport about Sheikh Jassim wanting mega sign. Bring me Kylian Mbappe. I will get every shirt with his number and name on the back. Yo, bring Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, like bro, I genuinely think please. Like he comes to us if Real Madrid don't want him. You know, like that.
They can't work out the deal.
I think we're the only other team in the world that can afford him. Because think about it, Barca can't afford him. Do you know what I mean? Like City probably can't afford him now. Do you know what I mean? With all that they're gonna do, obviously they got, bruv, their man allegedly got Erling on like some stupid amount of money in it that they're not disclosing. Yeah, blood. There was rumors coming out that Erling Haaland was on more than like 500 buff and that, bro. Like so, and also they wouldn't want Mbappe anyway because he doesn't suit what the manager does anyway. So Liverpool can't afford him.
Definitely.
Arsenal can't afford him.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd say the way Chelsea are spending, they definitely can't afford him. They can't afford to spend that much on one player. Yeah, and also I just don't see them doing that anyway. Do you know what I mean? And then when you look at it, Bayern Munich wouldn't do it. But we're the only team realistically outside of Real Madrid that could table a bid, enough to buy him and not have to worry about nothing just because of who we are. You know, like that. So I don't think it's off the table. I think it is a possibility, but it's very much based off whether he wants to go to Real Madrid or Real Madrid still want him in it. Like, I
And
don't believe for 1 second that we can make him turn down Real Madrid.
No, I
but
don't think so either.
But I believe that
With
we
SHEIKH
can get
JASSIM
him.
taking over, we could get him then.
Yeah, because
Nah,
it's a
that
simple
makes sense.
transaction to make, bro. It's a
Yeah.
family transaction, bro.
No, it makes sense what you're saying, because I think he's Real Madrid bound regardless. Let's say hypothetically SHEIKH JASSIM did take over and we got Kylian Mbappe. I know he's not here for a long period of time. I know it's 3, 4 years, 5 years at the absolute max before Real Madrid say yeah. And you know what? Cool. I would have accepted that from bring Kylian Mbappe. He levels us up, people. To me, I've already said this. I've waxed lyrical about him before. I think he's a difference maker, and he's the type of person. He's the type of player. There's very few that are like that can raise your level by himself. He's one of them. I think Neymar's another one of them. Haaland's another one of them. There's very few players like that in Europe who you go him solely, not him and. Like, of course, I would like to see Manchester United get Mbappe and more. But I'm saying if we were to sign him, that levels him up. Levels us up, sorry. And it levels everyone up around him as well. The place would be rocking. And it puts everybody on notice. So,
but also, but this is it. It raises his teammates.
Yes.
But it also shows everyone else around here.
Intent.
Like, yo, listen, we ain't fucking about. That puts everyone on notice, innit?
Facts.
So it's more than just signing a player. It's what it symbolizes, isn't it? So I think that the Sheikh will be doing everything in his power. And also, don't be surprised if conversations haven't already taken place, bro. Because it's simple, bro. Obviously, he'll just call up his guy and say, listen, all right, cool. Mbappe wants to leave. He's got 1 year left. He's not re-signing. Like, I can give you some money for him. You know, like that.
Yeah,
it's that.
Makes sense. Like I said, one thing I will say is if PSG don't tie him to a new deal, which I don't think will happen.
He won't sign another one. He's not a bozo like that.
Yeah,
he done it once.
He will leave. Yeah, he will definitely leave because PSG do not want to lose Kylian Mbappe on the free. And just to answer that question in terms of my man who said with the super chat priority signings, right down the spine of the team, people. Goalkeeper, 2 new midfielders, and a striker. To me,
100%.
they're the priority signings right down the spine of the team. Upgrade on Ericsson, upgrade on Bruno. We need a goalkeeper. That's to me.
Yeah, we also need a Maguire replacement too.
Oh yeah, we'll get that because he said priority. I always say first team right down the spine. Because Maguire 5th. Well, yeah, he's currently 5th choice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just go get someone to be the 5th choice centre back. I'm cool with that. Or maybe displace Lindelof and be the backup to Varane. That's cool too.
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? I know if this is a real Pep quote, that's what I'm saying. It's no secret. This Mbappe Real Madrid thing is not a secret. It's not a secret at all. And the fact that Karim Benzema has recently left as well, bruv, there's just a big gap at that club that needs to be filled, by a superstar. You know, like that. And I feel
he ticks all the boxes 100%.
Exactly. And I feel like it will be him, but bro, I felt like it would be him last time.
I thought
you know the ones that I thought he was going there. I don't think anyone saw him staying at PSG. Nobody. Yeah. I don't care who you are in it. No one saw that, blood. Everyone thought this player was gone. They were saying he fell out with. They said he fell out with Neymar, fell out with Messi, wanted to go somewhere else. This that, bruv. Man ended up staying, bruv. You know, like that. So it's one of them ones where, bro, I'm not gonna lie, you can't listen to that shit. You know what I mean? You can't listen to that.
From the new deal hasn't been signed, and they're not losing him on the free. So it's sell him now. That's what it is.
That's what I mean. Man said super chat. He said Ten Hag knows the end of the day Qataris will take over. It's calm. Him and Sheikh Jassim will vibe right away. Expect news before this weekend or beginning of next week. Yeah, we can't be too far away now. And also, knowing that the new owner's actually a fan of the club, you know that he's gonna do the football manager thing, which is great. Which is great because that's what football fans do. You know them ones. He's not coming in on the business thing. He's coming in straight on the mad thing. And I need to see the mad thing, bro, because we deserve it.
We've suffered for long enough. So I'm good if he wants to play FM. All right, that's all well and good if he wants to play FM and bring in top quality players. Because I trust them players coming in. I trust Ten Hag. We have some players here. I'm with it. Where was Kolo Muani really mentioned for Madrid? That can't be the case. I don't believe that. Kolo Muani. What?
He was, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where who knows, bro? You know what I mean? Who actually knows what's going on? That's one thing I would say. The one thing I'd say, there's so much going on right now, is it's almost. I feel like there's so much going on that I'm just ignoring almost everything. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you're taking everything with a pinch of salt, which I do until there's credible sources. That's why I take it, because Manchester United being linked with any player brings eyeballs and conversation to whatever's being spoken about. People looking retweets, people looking likes and shares and views and things of this nature. So it's gonna be that. That's why I take everything with that's said with a pinch of salt until a credible source says it. Once a credible source says, all right, this, that, and the third, I'm like, okay, fair enough. Other than that, we get links every day. Every day, man. Every day. Man goes sleep, wakes up, we're linked to somebody new. There's some story from somewhere of some interest. How reliable these things are, I don't know. But
this is what I'm saying. And I'm big up my guy as well. Play It Simple. He just donated another 5 memberships to the chat. So now man, big up for supporting the community, my guy. Appreciate you. And yeah, man. It's a madness, bro. Gundo to Barca, the worst kept secret. Everyone knew he was going there, bro. Listen, man, been talking about Gundo to Barcelona since last season, bro. Like, this is always gonna happen. You know, Barca broke, so they're waiting for that free signing.
Yeah, but
you know,
even
like
with them being broke, they can still afford his wages, right? Don't they still owe my money?
Bruv, they owe bare people money. They're that motherfucker, bruv, that owes you money and you see them out in the club, bro. That's Barcelona, fam. You know the one. You could never owe me money, blood, and be snapping from the nightclub with bottles, blood. That's Barcelona.
Yeah, that's a liberty. That's piss take. Yeah.
That's Barcelona, man, to pull up on Barca, bro, and collect their bread because, bro, they owe man like hundreds of millions, bro. Like,
don't they still owe De Jong money? And he's still
bruv, they owe De Jong money. They owe fucking Busquets money. They owe fucking PK money, bro.
It's PK money as well.
Bruv, that bread, I swear he's all retired and they owe him bread.
And they owe him, he's probably just like, I'm retired, let me chill. That's crazy.
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But this is what it is. So Gundo will do well there, man. Do you know what I mean? Like the Spanish league's turning into that league now, bro, where man can just go put their feet up. You know, like that.
That's what man are doing now. A little like, all right, I'm getting slightly older. Let me just go. Similar to how we look at Serie A is being used at times. When I looked at the Inter Milan team, I was like, right, look how many former Premier League players are in there. Darmian and Mkhitaryan and Lukaku's in there. Yeah, and I'm sure there's more off the top of my head. I can't remember, but I'm just like, huh? How old are you, man? There? I'm like, what's going on? It's crazy.
Trust me, man. So you trust Ten Hag, would you want a better manager, bro? Listen, trust. I use the word trust loosely, blood. You know them. You know what I'm saying? I rate him as a manager. I don't know about trust. You know what I mean? I don't really trust nobody. You know them ones there, like, bro. Like, he's already shown me he's not who I thought he was. You know them ones. I thought we was going to be playing that Freemason football, blood. Triangles everywhere, blood.
Football, that's what
you know what I'm saying? That's what I thought I was going to see, blood. You know what I mean? Instead, I don't know. Man, seeing some Lucasade football, blood. It's all hyper, blood. You know them ones. It's a bit mad, blood. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know. I was playing that KSI football, that prime shit, blood, with all them E numbers and that. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Nah, it's crazy, bro. It's a bit shit, blood. So I don't really know, innit? I don't really know.
Yeah. For me, so far, so good. Like I said, he exceeded my expectations last season. Like the signings, looking at again this season, but obviously we got the ownership, so it kind of makes the transfer window much, much different. But overall, it's just more so a wait and see. But currently, I'm cool with him at the helm. I don't really have no complaints. No manager I 100% agree with. So that's never going to happen.
100%. You lot smash that like button, man. We got nearly 1,500 in here, brother. If I didn't got 800 likes, I don't know what you man are doing, blood.
Yeah, what we doing, man?
I don't know what you man are doing, bro. That's what I'm saying, blood. Man squatting on my channel and that. You know the one. I'm saying, man won't leave in that. Man won't hit the like, bro. Pay your rent, blood. Hit the like button. What's wrong with you?
And the rent's free, people.
Pay your rent, blood. You know like that, bruv. You got tokens and shit. You know them. You got food stamps, blood. You know what I'm saying? Pay your rent, blood. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Man saying genuine footballing thoughts on Havertz to Arsenal. Flawless, you can have this one, bro.
Hey, to Orange, footballing thoughts aside, is going to sound like I'm trolling. It's a terrible idea. It makes no sense from a footballing perspective from Arsenal when you look at their team. He's not a better number 9 than Jesus. He's not a better wide right player than Saka. He's not a better wide left player than Martinelli. He's not a better 10 than Odegaard. People are talking about him playing this 8 for the Xhaka role. Look at all of his attributes. Look at all of his better attributes. Nothing about him screams midfielder. Nothing about him screams midfielder whatsoever. There's no end from a physicality standpoint, from a technical standpoint. Xhaka was deemed not good enough, and he's nowhere near Xhaka as a midfielder. And then even off the bench, he don't even if he improves Arsenal bench is marginal. Like I say, I'd rather bring Trossard off the bench and Nketiah off the bench, Balogun off the bench. Like, so I don't, from a footballing perspective, it makes zero sense. I don't get what Arteta is trying to do. I really don't get his thought process whatsoever. I hope to see him in midfield. Him, Jorginho, Odegaard in the mid, please. I've never looked forward to watching an Arsenal debut signing more. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Bro, they thought they were frustrated with Jorginho.
I cannot wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, but even with the Jorginho one, like I kind of understand that more because he brings you certain things. Havertz nowhere near a Jorginho.
Exactly. At least Jorginho is like he's the ticker, innit?
Yeah,
he's
he
the
can
guy
screen.
that moves the ball around and does all this things. He can screen, he can anticipate, intercept, break up play. Bro, Havertz, bruv, he just got a nice little half turn. That's it.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And you know what? Also, as well, Rants, he's left-footed, and that fools people. Because man's left-footed, and we don't see it.
Yeah, because it looks better to your brain, innit?
It looks better to your brain because you're left-footed.
That's all it is.
Because if he was right-footed, we won't talk. Because he's left-footed, it looks better. I'm telling you right now, people, because it's just something different.
If he's right-footed, he's not even Fellaini, blood. You know that one.
He's
not even Fellaini.
At least Fellaini you can get it like
bro. Fellaini had a good first touch as well, but bro, he could rough people up and kind of put himself about and that. Right. You know them ones. The Brea's not even Fellaini, bro.
Havertz can't do that, and I believe he's like 6'3", but you wouldn't think it because he don't bully no one. Because he built like me. He built like me. Like, what's he gonna do? He built like me. Like, what we doing here? Like, for real?
No, 100%. He ain't it.
It's an awful signing.
It's not for 65 as well. Listen, if they got him on a free transfer and they said, "Yo, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna let you redeem yourself." Cool. Yeah. You know, like that. Man, say we're gonna help you get your confidence back, like, you know what I mean, and just treat it like rehab and that. You know what I mean?
Exactly as a freebie, you go, all right. It's not the best, but you're not paying no money if it goes wrong. But you're paying first team money for him. And like I say, he don't even improve their bench because he's nowhere near a Trossard who doesn't get into their first team.
Yeah, facts. Hey,
nowhere near a Trossard, people. I don't get it. I don't know who sanctioned the deal. I don't get what they're looking at that they said, let me go get Kai Havertz. You don't even, like, normally we say, oh, he don't excel at things on the ball or off the ball. He excels at neither. He don't excel at anything off the ball or on the ball. He's a terrible signing, man.
Well, it's crazy, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Arsenal, you're welcome, man.
Big up Arsenal, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, boy, they're showing intent. I don't know what kind of intent, but they're showing some. You know, like that.
Because they had all the jokes with the Mount shit. And then Arsenal said, hold like this. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Football in karma, man, because we was cracking jokes about Mount to Liverpool. And then football karma hit us because then we got linked to Mount. And then all the Arsenal fans who were laughing at us, I then went and got Havertz. And guess what? It will spin the block because, you know, maybe Spurs go and get Gallagher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. And the only winner is fucking Todd Bowie, bro.
Yeah, the only winner is Todd Bowie, but Chelsea got to remember as well. Poch came out and said, yeah, Kepa's going to be their number one. So good luck with that. You know what I'm saying?
Did he say that?
Yeah. Poch, that's their preferred number one. Yeah.
That's good. That's good because they were getting linked with ONANA, innit? And I thought that
and then they had to pull
maybe they were gonna steal him from us, innit? Like, because I was speaking to Goonie and he thought that ONANA was between ONANA and who's the other one? I think was it Costa? I think Costa and ONANA. Yeah. So now the fact that they're not in for a goalkeeper, that's great. That leaves the door wide open.
They got linked to him heavily, and then it came out. I think it was a few days ago or last week saying they had pulled out. And then we were interested in. That's one of them that happened where a man took a nap, woke up, Chelsea were out for ONANA, we were in. I was like, since when? Because we hadn't really been linked with him. Not to Orange, no, there's really no best case scenario. There's no he's young, he can improve. There's no he has raw attributes. He's just quick. So maybe we can improve his decision making. Swear on my life, people, I'm not just doing this because it's Arsenal. I feel the same way about Mason Mount.
Mm.
I feel the exact same way. I don't think he's as bad. Mason Mount's as bad, but I see.
Mason Mount is more useful than Kai Havertz because at least he can run and give you the impression that he's doing something. You know what I mean? This is it. At least he'll give you the impression that he's doing something.
He'll press.
Kai Havertz offers nothing, bro.
He offers nothing. On the ball, off the ball, offensively, defensively, and his numbers show this.
Yeah, 100%. So it's one of them ones. And
he got this video. I seen the title. I know he's pissed. I didn't watch it yet, but I know he's pissed.
Man said, to be fair, who would KDB or Salah have benched in the Chelsea squad. Lampard, Ramirez, Bernat, Deco. I took a look at the squad and he benches no one. Cheers to Qatar. Yeah, but it's all about timing, bro. A big up for the super chat. It's all about timing. KDB and Salah weren't the KDB and Salah of now. Back then, do you know what I mean? And people like to decontextualize it and make it look like they were the level they are now and they still couldn't get in the team. It wasn't a vial they weren't playing. They weren't good enough, like at the time, you know, like that.
And
it wasn't
on top
go on.
I'm carrying.
Yeah, it wasn't a vial, blood. People make it look like he was getting they were getting violated. No, like
yeah, and you right in that. And also on top of that, we didn't see KDB or Salah for 3 seasons. Kai Havertz has had 3 full seasons. What are we talking about here? We've watched him play. We've watched him score 19 goals in 3 years. If KDB or Salah had got the amount of time Kai Havertz had in terms of appearances, who knows what we would have seen. But when Salah was at Fiorentina, I believe it was, and KDB was at Wolfsburg, nobody was waxing lyrical about these 2 players. So what are we doing here? Like, I've seen Arsenal fans try that as well. What's his face? What's his name? I forgot his name. Guy runs IFL, Kugan Cassius. Big up Kugan, because I watch IFL TV daily. But he an Arsenal fan, and I seen him talking about, Chelsea fans would have told you that about KDB and Salah. The difference is we didn't see them 3 seasons straight. Just admit it's a bad deal. It's okay.
But they can't, though. They can't, though. Big up Lee Gunner in the chat, bro. Like, between them, they played 28 games. Yes. That was it. You know, like that.
28 games. Like, if they had 3 full seasons and then Chelsea sold them, then you go, yeah, fair enough.
Bro, we've seen enough of Havertz to make an educated, and make an educated opinion, on what we think he's going to do. This is not a brother that's been a bit part player,
No.
Like, bro, like, even Nicolas Pepe, got a harder beating than Kai Havertz, because actually he done more for Arsenal.
This is it. This is the
you know, like that, bro.
About. And Kai Havertz, I believe
that Pepe scored more goals than that brother.
Probably has still.
I'm sure he has, blood. Well, you got Arsenal man in the chat. You man will tell me.
Yeah, he probably has. And on top of that as well, Kai Havertz has played the most minutes for Chelsea this season.
Bro, so I'm sure, I am sure, that Nicolas Pepe scored more goals than Kai Havertz, bro.
Probably.
You know, like that. I'm sure he did. You know, like that. So it's one of them ones where it's like, it's bullshit. Hey, yo, Gunner, WhatsApp me if it's you in the chat and I'll mod you, bro. Because someone's saying it's the fake Lee, but I don't know why I thought Lee was already a mod on my channel. Or maybe he's not. I'm not.
He'll hit you up anyway. You know
yeah. WhatsApp me, bro. Oh no, it is the real Lee Gunner. It is Gunner. It is the real Lee Gunner still. Say no more. But yeah, like, bro, I'm sure Pepe scored more goals than him. Can you get me the? Yeah, Pepe got 27 goals for Arsenal. How many has Kai Havertz got?
It's probably not 27. Let me check this.
But that's what I mean. And Pepe was, Pepe was getting fried, bro. This bro was getting barbecued, fam. Do you know what I'm saying?
He did. And Kai's 24 as well. Let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? Kai Havertz is not like
he's gonna. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's some bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I mean. Like, that's brazy. Man saying Kai Havertz has 32 goals.
Yep.
And this brother, I probably got more starts than Pepe,
More minutes, definitely.
More minutes for sure. He's got the most minutes for Chelsea. Season, the whole Chelsea squad this season, bro. Bruv, he's dying. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Died.
So
you know what I'm saying?
that doesn't make no sense, bro. And Pepe was getting slandered, bro. So
he did.
The fact that you would go out and spend 60 odd million on this brother, shit not making no sense.
Make no sense, man. Yo, Kai Havertz, man, scored 32 goals in 139. No, wait, I got that wrong. But
17 league goals in 3 years.
That is crazy. Yeah, 487. I'm saying overall, he got 9 goals for them in his first season, 14 in his second, and then 9 in his third. So this guy's hit over double figures in all competitions once.
Bro, he's not even Pepe, blood.
1 assist. No. Pepe, he's not. No, Pepe's better. 100%. Without doubt. At least Pepe, even for Arsenal, had 16 goals. You know what I'm saying? And has hit double figures in a season, and has hit double figures. I mean, over 15 goals in all competitions as well. And he's probably got more assists.
Yeah, he has got more assists, bro. Man said that Kai Havertz got 1 assist in 47 at one point. That was his stats. Yo, this guy's horrible. You know, like that. So I don't know. You can't dress this up as a good signing.
It's not. Like, just people just need to be honest. People just need to be honest. And Jesus is bad, and that's the crazy part about this is the money they've spent, where they could have easily spent this on somebody else or split in two, and when I got a player for 30 M's and the 30 M's to improve your overall squad. I don't get it, man. Right? I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see him in an Arsenal shirt, man.
Yeah.
See them Arsenal fan camps. You know what I'm saying? After they've watched him a couple times, they're gonna slap. They're gonna slap. 100%.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I can't lie, bro. Fuck you know, man.
It's nuts. You know what I'm saying? It's nuts. I really don't get this.
Brother, listen, but you know what? You man celebrate that though. You know the ones there, because bro, I don't know. You man need something to be happy about. You've had a long season, bro. It's been emotional for you lot. Do you know what I'm saying? So you man needed a little bit of a morale booster.
Yeah, man, that's your boost. And yeah, I was right. It's 32 goals in 139 appearances overall for Chelsea. So yeah, man, 32 goals. So he's not a goal scorer. He don't create.
What does he do? He doesn't run.
He doesn't run. He don't dribble. He don't press. He don't hold the ball. Aggressive passing. Like, what are we doing? I've seen people on my timeline trying to defend it.
Bruv, he's a half-turn merchant, bruv. I'm telling you. On the half-turn, this guy's world class.
I'm saying, and it's not even what's it called? Yeah, and his half-turn ain't even all that. You know what I'm saying? His half-turn's not like, if we're being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, big up everyone inside. Get them lights up, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, I got over 1.5 in here. And I know I ain't got my 800 likes, bruv. So you man need to hit the like button.
Bump up that likes, man.
You know, like that.
Dave for the what's it called? The banner across the bottom. Appreciate it. You know
Come on, G. You already know what it is. And Dave, Dave pinned the link to Flawless' channel. Make sure you subscribe to that. Lee said he'll probably score against Luton away and I'll have his pants down. Oh, it's that though.
Remember when William, I think Lee Gunner will know this. You might remember as well. Did he not get 2 assists in his opening game? Like, I think it was against Fulham when he signed for Arsenal, William, and he was gassing it up. And then we see how that turned out. That's what will probably happen. They'll probably get a goal and assist. You know what I'm saying? And I'll have a good month, and it's like, see, and then it'll disappear. It's the same Kai Havertz. This is the same Kai Havertz that scored a goal, was shushing the fans, and then he went like 0-7 in his next 7 games. This guy shushed the fans, you know, like. But hey, Arsenal, your time. I wonder what number they gonna give him, man.
I don't know. That's a good question. What number?
Yeah, I don't know if number 29 is free for them. They could give him number 29.
I'm sure it is. Don't know one want to wear that shit number, blood. You know
that's because that's his current number. Giving the number 14 or something.
He can have that back, bruv. Ain't no one trying to wear that, blood. If someone got given that, bruv, like I'm sure they relinquished that. You know the ones. Ain't no one attached to no 29, blood. You know what I'm saying? Man said big up. Rants and Flawless are straight up calling to work because of this new selling Kai to Arsenal. It's like selling crack to recovering addict bloods. Yeah, bro, it was too easy. Nah, it didn't make sense though. It's true. That was brazy.
Don't get it. I really don't. Like, I'm lost. I've yet to see any footballing reasons. The only thing I've heard is coping and hope. They're the 2 things I've seen. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it was against Fulham. Yeah.
Man bag that got a hat-trick of assists, blood, you know what I mean? And then lost his hair, you know, like that. It's crazy.
They never learned, Lee. You right, man. It's like, it's okay to support your club, but don't support your club blindly. Like I've said about Mount, I'll be here with the same energy if we do indeed sign Mount and be like, this is a terrible idea. This don't bring us forward. But that's just me.
No, 100%, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not one of them Man United fans here that are there's certain man that would just try and like find a light at the end of the tunnel, blood. Like sometimes the light is an oncoming train, blood, and you're about to die, bro. You know there was it, bro. Bro, it's that though, isn't it? Bro, it's that. Like, it's true though. Sometimes it ain't fresh air, blood. Maybe it's your life flashing before you, fam. You know, like
maybe
that.
It is your massive. Maybe it's an oncoming train. Hey, Arsenal fans, get off the track in it. You know what I'm saying?
And this is the problem. This is the fucking problem, bro. Like every man wants to just try and gloss over it, like all the time. If we sign Mason Mount, there's nothing positive.
Zero.
That I can say, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like there's nothing positive. We're signing Bruno without GA, blood. That's what we're signing. Like a non-GA Bruno.
We signing English Bruno.
That's exactly what we're signing, bruv. Do you know what I mean?
English Bruno, people, if we do indeed get him. I'm just glad that it seems to have slowed down. I've gone from the endings, the fifth stage of grief, the end where it's acceptance. I'm back at number 4, which I believe is bargaining. That's where I'm at because the deal's not been done yet. And I'm like, why is the deal? I expected it to be wrapped up. I was all right. It's going to get done. Now I'm back at bargaining people. So let's hope they reject another bid.
Yo,
yeah, 60 million.
Yeah. Thing, 60 million, 210 a week. So that means, that's what I mean. You know, we're meant to be in for Rice and Caicedo. The Caicedo money goes on Havertz, but Havertz ain't going to play in the Caicedo position. Or maybe he is, because if he is, that's going to be one easy midfield to run through. Because obviously Thomas Partey's trying to move to the Middle East so we don't get fucking, extradited, innit? They're gonna
you reckon it's because of the charge? That's why he's trying to get out.
Because of the charge, bro. Because he knows in Saudi, you know, the ones that probably, I need to check, man, Google it and see if they got extradition. I bet they don't.
Yeah, I'm still laughing at yo. Sometimes,
bro. Let me Google this thing real quick.
Yeah, you Google it. I'm just still laughing. Like, sometimes it's not light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes it's an oncoming train, yo. This guy's a menace, yo. This guy.
Yeah, Saudi don't have extradition anyway. Not to the United States. They don't. It says they're seeing no comments that do not have extradition treaties with United States. But I don't know about England though. Hold on 1 second. England. There's no extradition treaty in force between the UK and Saudi Arabia. Well, there you go then. I cracked the case. Sherlock Holmes. There you go. See that shit? You know, bro. See simple Google and that. Simple Google.
Yeah. So Shaq is going. Partey is going. They got Jorginho currently. No Caicedo. Rice has been linked with both us and Manchester City. Is it gonna be? It might be. You know what I'm saying? It might be Havertz in the midfield. That's what he might be going with. Yeah.
It's Havertz to replace Caicedo in midfield. Like he ain't got legs. It can't pass. No. You know, like that. Ain't got physicality. Hey, bro, it's a disaster.
Can't intercept, bro. Don't anticipate. No defensive.
Him and Rice, bro. Oh my days. You know how slow that turn is in the midfield. Rice and Havertz. Yeah. Fucking hell.
Havertz and Rice.
Nah, bro. The man about to get pressured, you know.
Hey, and this is Arsenal trying to run down what's it called? Trying to run down Manchester City and go to the next level. Imagine that in the Champions League. Hey, hopefully they book Bayern again. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need. Hopefully they book Bayern again.
Bro, it's brazy, isn't it? Like, it's brazy.
I need them to book Bayern again.
I already know. Like, I get the pretty football thing, but you need legs in there, bro. You know what I mean? They're gonna have Jorginho, Havertz, Rice as midfield, and Odegaard and El Neni. Oh my days, that's midfield options.
And Fabio Vieira.
Nah, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. For the money that you're spending, you could do better than that. And then you see Tonali's going to Newcastle.
You just don't spend the money on Caicedo.
Man are trying to get Barella and all these guys, and you decide to spend it on Havertz. Doesn't make sense. Like, I heard the argument. That they're saying Havertz makes sense because he could play on the right, so he's cover for Saka. He can play in the 10. He can play up front. He can, but he can't do any of those things well.
No. That's why we don't know what his best position is. There's no player who is world class or top class, and we don't know what their position is. When you get moved about, that you know what that means, people. You're a man of many traits and a master of nothing. And that's what. And you know what? Havertz doesn't even have that many traits. He's a man of few traits and a master of nothing. Like, let's call a spade. Like, all right, out wide right for Saka. Like, he doesn't give you what Saka gives you. He doesn't give you what Odegaard gives you. He doesn't give you what Martinelli gives you. Jesus can play wide right. You know what I'm saying? And that. Like, what are we talking about here? Smith Rowe can play as a backup 10 better than a Havertz. You got Trossard who can play all three. Like, what are we doing?
It makes no sense, innit? Like, if anything, I'd be looking to implement Trossard more into the team and get more minutes out of him because he's a good player. But bringing in another player that's going to reduce his minutes even more, to me, it's a strange one, innit?
Unless he's not and he's going into midfield. And here's the flip side on that, people. Havertz ain't a better midfielder than El Neni. What are we doing?
Yeah, he's not.
He's not better than El Neni in midfield. Yo, what?
I don't know what it is, man.
I don't know what's going on there, man. I don't know who sanctioned that and said, yeah, but Arsenal, yo, big up you lot, because you lot took the mount, you know what I'm saying, situation off us, because that was the talk of the town. That was the hot topic, and we were getting bantered, and deservedly so for that. And then you lot said, nah, hold my beer. Now you lot said, hold my checkbook. You know what I'm saying?
It's that. Man said, do you rate Jury and Timber? Bro, I like Timber, but do you know what I mean? A lot of the Timber stuff I've seen, is in a back three. You know, like that. I don't like him as a centre back in a back four in the Premier League. I don't like him for that. Unless he's in the Man City team where he can do like the Nathan Ake thing and be the ball playing like under 6 foot centre back, bro. He ain't got the tenacity of Lissandro to get away with it. Like Lissandro's a dog, you know them.
Yeah. You got that dog in him.
Yeah, that's the reason why his size doesn't matter, because he's a dog, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Timber, bro, at right back in a 4 or right side in a 3, I like him absolutely.
I think as a right back, he's a good player. You know
if Arsenal use him as a right back, do you know what I mean? He'll play well.
Yeah. Or maybe, you know what I'm saying, he can operate in midfield as well. So that's another option for them.
Yeah. I think he'd be good at right back. I think he'd be good at right back.
And I can see them playing him at right back as well.
But then what happens to Ben White? Ben White's been good there. He doesn't deserve to get moved from there.
I think it's just competition for place. Because Tomiyasu,
you can't bring Timber in as a backup to Ben White. That's disrespectful, bro. He's
No, I'm just saying competition. Like, yo, Ben White, step your game up. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I don't know. We talking here about Arsenal signing Kai Havertz. Anything's possible over there. Anything's possible.
If you're Ben White, if you're Ben White after the season you've had, and if you get replaced, you're pissed.
You'd be pissed. Huh?
You're pissed.
100%.
You know like that. You're fuming. He's done good enough.
No, because he wouldn't replace a Saliba.
No. Saliba just signed a new contract, bro. He's coming in at right back, bro.
So you reckon it's there for the right back? I was thinking more midfield. Now we talk about it with both Xhaka and Partey both leaving. He can play midfield. I'm looking at going, you play there.
Yeah, but they can't play Timber in midfield, not in the Prem. I can't see it, bro.
Hey,
He's another one that can play midfield. So can Lissandro, but you don't play them there. They haven't played there long enough.
I hear you. Hey, I was thinking of that Timber Havertz midfield, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's run that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So for me, I think he's a good signing for Arsenal if he plays right back. You do,
I do think it's a good signing. You
feel sorry for Ben White if he comes in and displaces Ben White, because Ben White had a good season last season. He doesn't replace Saliba in centre back, so that means Ben White goes to the bench. If you're Ben White, arguably, well, understandably, you'll be pissed, innit? But it's a good signing for them at right back.
Yes, I think it's a good player for them, without doubt. And Man City really agreed personal terms with Vardy. Fuck,
bruv. I'm tired of them, you know.
Yeah, long day, man. That's why
I'm tired of Man City, bro. Like, I watched a video with the Khaldoon video, and bruv, what a guy, man. I just love that guy, you know, like that. And the thing is, like, bro, I just look at Man City and just pure like admiration, because it's like they just do everything the right way, and it's so annoying, bro. Like,
it's irritating how good they are. Like,
when you look at Khaldoon, there's no Manchester United equivalent, that sits down, in front of the camera and just gives you the raw facts. You know them ones. Man are talking about how much money that we've made, that we spend on that. It's like we got the best in class for everything. We got the best coaches. We got the best social media guys. You know them ones. We got the best everything. He literally said, "Yo, the best companies in the world are coming to try and take our staff from us because we have the best of everything, and we take it as a compliment, bro." Like, there's a reason why. Do you know what I mean? They're under 18s, they're under 21s, and their first team of all three-peated, bro. Like, it's getting fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. They must be stopped.
Bruv, the thing is, bruv, I'm so tired of them, bro. Like, and it's like they always make the right moves. They never get hustled. You know, like that. They always spend the right bread. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, the amount of money they have, but they don't get finessed. But then Sir Alex Ferguson will come out and say, "Oh yeah, it's Man United tax." Ain't Man United tax, because you motherfuckers don't know how to negotiate.
You gotta go and and I say this all the time, go and locate the right players, go and scout the right players.
Bro, but it's not even that. It's how you approach the thing. Man United always wait, until bare people are interested in players and it becomes a bidding war, That's why they always end up paying way too much, bruv. Man United never really spot a player. The only time I've really seen us do it, was with Malacia. We identified Malacia, went and got him early, bam, 12 million. Do you know what I mean? The Man United of old would have paid 30 million for that youth.
Yeah, you know, that ties into what I was saying, though, in regards to locating players because it's like waiting for it to become a bidding war. I say this all the time when people say, "Oh, there's no value in the market," and said there's no strikers out here or there's no players at certain position. No, there's no obvious players. Like we'll sit here and talk about goalkeepers. Mignon and Onana and Costa are the obvious signings. There's a goalkeeper right now who none of us know about, who this time next year is going to be the one of the best in Europe, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Same way we wax Liverpool now about Lisandro Martinez. This time last year, everybody knew we needed a centre back. No one mention of Lisandro Martinez. He's here. We got him at a great price. He's one of the best centre backs in the league, one of the best centre backs in Europe. So players like that are out there, and we have all of the tools, we have all of the money, we have all of the assets and all of the equipment to go and locate players. We can go and scout a player anywhere across the globe. There's hundreds of thousands of players across all continents. We can go anywhere in England, anywhere in the UK, anywhere in Europe. We can go Africa. We can go the Caribbean. We can go Asia, Australia, wherever we want to go to locate players. Like, what are we talking about?
But this is the problem. So when man say this super chat's funny, I said Jorginho, Odegaard, Havertz, Arsenal's midfield. Big up for the super chat, my guy. Like that. But now, you know what it is, yeah? It's like this whole thing of, it's because it's Man United, we have to play more. That's bullshit, because City got way more money than we've ever had. You know them ones. And City don't play the same games that we end up playing. They don't. You know what I mean? You don't really see City having bidding wars. Like even this Vardy thing. We knew that we want that City wanted him, yeah. But bro, it wasn't our offer rejected for Vardy, this, that, and the other, bro.
Just went and did the deal.
One just done the deal.
The deal.
Like that.
People say, "Oh, that's how deals go," and like rejecting. It's kind of like with certain players with Mount. You see it with Chelsea. I mean, not Chelsea. You see it with Arsenal with the whole Rice thing. You know the amount. Go pay the money. All this negotiating and then trying to 20 million and da. Yeah, it's
nonsense, bro. If a club tells you the valuation of a player, then do you know what I'm saying? Then you have to negotiate around the valuation of the player. You don't give them what you think the player's worth. This is not how business works. This is not how business works. Imagine that, bro. I come to you, Flawless. I'm like, oh yeah, bro, I want your hat here, and you say, £20, and I'll be like, all right, cool. I think it's worth 10, blood. Hold 10 in it.
You hold that, like, no.
What do you mean hold 10? Like, you didn't try and sell me the hat, I've come to you to ask you to buy the hat from you, and then I'm telling you how much it's worth. That's not how it works. If you want to buy something from me, then you need to pay what I value it at. It doesn't matter what you value it at, because it would be different if I came up to you and I said, yo, I'm selling this hat, bro. Like,
that's a different conversation.
Yo, I'm selling this hat. And you're like, yo, I'll give you £20 for it. And I'm like, I think it's worth 30. Then we can negotiate, because I'm trying to get rid of it. If I ain't trying to get rid of it, I'm not negotiating with you, blood. It's either you pay what I want or you can bounce, blood, because it wasn't for sale anyway, cuz.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the A side in that negotiation in terms of if you approach me for an item. Like, I hold the cards, whereas if I'm trying to sell it, you hold the cards. That's how
this is what I'm trying to say. Man want to come up to you and pressure you into selling something you're not selling. Well, cool. Well, you'll buy it. I'll sell it to you, but for the price that I want to sell it for.
Right? Spot on, fam.
You know, like that. And that's just how it is. That's how all negotiations work, not just in football.
That's how shit works. And
you know what I'm saying?
Realize that when it's not just us, but United are corporates of this in terms of longing out deals. Like, let's say we save 10 million amount. It's like, why do we just not pay that 10 million and move on? For example, it's like Arsenal with Declan Rice. You know what I'm saying? It's just pay the money that they want from. You know what the price is. All these 2, 3, 4 bids being rejected.
100%. And then you
got add-ons if the player lands on the moon. You know, so like,
bruv, and then you got all these potheads, blood, trying to tell me about negotiations. You don't negotiate with your weed, man. You know, like that. You know them ones there. You don't negotiate with your weed, man.
I've never seen no negotiations with the weed, man. Here's the
bruv, I've never seen it, bro. You know them ones there, bro. It's that. You roll up there with your money and you pay for your shit, blood. Facts. You know them ones there, bruv. He tells you how much you're getting for what, and then you pay and leave, blood. It's not, you know what, like, let me give you 30 for this. Nah, bro. Are you all right? You all right? Man said, yeah, I know it's a £40. It's a 40, but like, let me give you a 3-5 on that. But I've never seen it.
I've never actually seen that.
I've never, bruv. When you go to someone for something that you need, you can't negotiate. Like the power is not with you, blood.
Same way you walk in Asda, you don't say, all right, let me go get this sandwich. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, yo, here's 190. Like, yo, where's the rest of the money?
You know, like that. Bro, man goes to the petrol station for petrol, you know, trying to negotiate on petrol prices. You don't negotiate.
You pay whatever it is on the thing.
On there. You know, like that. If you want a lower price, drive to another petrol station. You know them ones. This is what it is. There might be cheaper fuel somewhere else. You know, like that. Use your Googles and that. You know, like that. But you can't be, bruv, you can't be doing that.
Facts. Dave's hilarious. Man said I negotiate with boss man. You know what I'm saying?
This guy's an idiot, bro. Man trying to negotiate. Man going to chicken shop trying to negotiate for extra wing and that.
Yeah, facts, yo. That's negotiating. That's just if he's generous enough. It's not like when you go abroad and then they approach you on the street and they're like, my friend, best offer for you. It's like, all right, cool. What you got?
That's it.
You know
that's what I mean. When man come up to you and call you my friend, that's when you know you can negotiate. Because you know that they're trying to get rid of something. You know, like that. This is when you get
that's what you always hear.
This is when you get the negotiation hat on. When man says my friend when he's trying to sell you something. When you go into their shop, their man got a shop. They got a price for the locals and a price for the tourists. You're getting finessed. You know, like that. This is what it is. Anyone that's traveled abroad knows this. There's no prices in any of these shops, bro, because there's a price for you and there's a price for the local G's. You know, like that. So when you come in,
that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. There's no prices on anything when you go inside.
And you can't negotiate, blood, because they'll just get mad and they'll rather take no money because they know you've got bread. So they'll argue with you, blood. That's what they'll do. They'll argue with you. You'll end up paying the money or you'll leave angry. One or the other. You know the ones there, but there's never no prices up. Do you know what I mean? This is exactly what it is, bro. So nah, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Cheap price, good price, my friend. Best price for you. They try and sell it to you, you know what I'm saying? Best price for you. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's what man, try get a taxi in Morocco, see what happens, blood. As soon as they see you're a tourist, blood, trust me.
Ain't no crazy thing.
Bro, if them man turn the meter off, they be like, oh, it's not working and that. You know them. Say the meter's not working so they can finesse your clerk, fam. Them man say the meter's not working. Bro, this is how it works. You can't go nowhere into someone else's country and negotiate. This is not how it works. You don't go to someone's club for a player that's not for sale and negotiate. You don't stop a taxi and negotiate, blood. You need to get where you need to go. So he tells you how much it is and you pay the money, or you fucking walk, bruv.
Facts. You right.
You know, like that. And this is what it is. So when you see Arsenal doing these add-ons, and all these things, and getting constant rejections. But then you see Man City just go and agree terms for Vardy straight away. Do you know what I mean? This is the difference. Same with Kovar. It wasn't Arsenal. No, Man City put in a bid for Kovar, bid rejected. And it wasn't that. It was Man United agreed a fee, deal done.
Yeah.
I mean, Man City agreed a fee, deal done. Yeah. Agreed a fee, deal done. This is how you do business. This fucking doing negotiations in public and getting rejected in public is just a publicity stunt to make fans believe, that you're trying to do things. That's all it is, bro. And also, it's a way of indirectly trying to bully the other team because you're putting pressure on the player and put pressure on them to accept something they don't want to accept. Yeah. So you're doing it public.
Because what they hope when that happens also as well, people, is the fact that, all right, they want the player to become unsettled, the player to become unhappy because the club don't want an unhappy player. And then when you got an unhappy player, you have a potential problem. So then that can and then if the player hands in a transfer request, bingo. You know what I'm saying in that? Bingo. Yeah. See, you might know the lingo, man. That's it.
You might know.
That's it. You might know the lingo. No, it'll be £20, but for you, my friend, I make it 50.
And that's it. And United did just get a bid rejected for Mason Mount. Yeah, because Man United don't know how to do deals properly. Been saying.
We know what Chelsea want for him, even though it's outrageous.
We know what Chelsea want, and we don't want to play it because he's not worth that. So what we should have done is fucked off somewhere else.
Facts.
That's what we should have done. We shouldn't be going back and forth, giving them valuations that they don't feel meets what they want for the player because it's a waste of both of our times. Just go somewhere else.
Facts. 100%. I'm with you. I'm with you. 100%.
And this is it, bro. Like, you don't really negotiate. You know what I mean? When I see Real Madrid negotiating with teams, I know, that it's because they're just bullying them. You know them ones. That's what it. That's it. Like Real Madrid, if Real Madrid are negotiating with a team publicly and getting bids rejected, is because they're flat out bullying the team and trying to unsettle the player because Real Madrid are trying to sign a Galactico for like 100 million or something.
No,
You know,
that's
like that.
definitely the case. Yeah. Because there is variations. It's not one size fits all, but more often than not, it is people. And in regards to what a player is.
100%. But Real Madrid have made it clear that they're willing to bully people and get people to
Oh
have
yeah,
your
they'll do
transfer
whatever it
request.
takes to get
They'll
it. There's
do
none
that.
of this. Yeah. None of
You
this.
know what I mean, Real Madrid never come out talking about trying to keep good relations with Brighton and that. Real Madrid have never said that. They don't need good relations with no one. They just need to get the players that they want to get. Do you understand?
Look at the deal with Bellingham with Dortmund,
bruv. You know the ones.
And
They weren't in negotiations, but they just sorted the deal
out. Yeah, like when you look at how Liverpool approached Bellingham, that was a whole year thing. It's a whole year thing.
All right, big man thing, bro. They had fucking Carragher and Gerrard twerking for man on TV, blood.
See what I'm saying? We got certain Liverpool content creators who are out here bald because that deal didn't go through. These things happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know. I jump my down in some. You know what I'm saying?
But this is it. So yeah, it's not making no sense, bro. You know what I mean? They done all of that, just for Real Madrid to just go get the deal done.
Yeah,
just quick time.
Facts. And Nick, to this, I have no idea. To me,
why are we not in for Maddison, bro? It don't make no sense, bro.
It's the obvious signing. I've been saying this go get him. He's a championship player currently right now. Leicester are not negotiating from a position of power. Go get James Maddison. Go put 40 million on the table and say, all right, are you just going to keep him? Go get him. He'll want to leave. They need the money because of the loss of money from going down to the championship. Go get James Maddison. 100%. Quality player. Been sold on him for the longest.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Man said Carragher was spitting all over the mic, blood. It's true. Wow, yeah, they said that Gerrard flew out there as well. They did everything.
Oh, did Gerrard fly? I didn't know Gerrard flew out there.
Yeah, to Dortmund.
That's crazy. And did Trent and him not go to a Chris Brown concert or something like that? I remember those pictures of that and all that.
Yeah, possibly. You know them ones there, but them light skin dons hang out, blood. You know them ones. They don't mean nothing. You know the ones
the World Cup when him and Henderson celebrated a goal and people were like, yeah, he's on his way.
Everyone was like, oh yeah, that like some rehearsed celebration for Liverpool and that. These men were doing all the speculation, but the maths weren't mathing, bro. You know, like that. The maths weren't mathing. The Brer went for like 100 M's or something like that, or close to 100 M's.
Liverpool like that.
Bruv, listen, your bank account ain't set up like that, and you don't have assets, blood.
No, I'm saying this is why you lot signed McAllister of minimum fee release clause, and then we don't hear nothing about you. You lot are not linked to anybody.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. They done the little 130 million signing and the job done, innit?
That's it. You hear about us. You hear about Arsenal. You hear about Chelsea. Even Spurs to an extent. You hear about City. You don't hear about Liverpool.
They ain't got money like that. They ain't got money like that.
Them Kefren Turam. That's pretty much it. There's been more talk about Trent inverting and playing in central midfield. Playing
for midfield, yeah, you're right.
Because he did well against North Macedonia and Malta. You know what I'm saying? Two nations that if I was from there, I could play for. If I was North Macedonia, when my grandparents was North Macedonian, I could play for them. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, come on. And I rate Trent highly, but cut it out. Yeah, Agent Hendo. You know what I'm saying? Hendinho.
The way these men are talking, like Trent done the mad thing, playing against these bums in midfield, but
facts. And the commentator was trying to hype it up, like, oh, they don't normally get battered like this, like it's Malta.
Like, you know, like that, bro. Nah, bro, I can't lie. Yeah, like it's some joke thing, bro.
North Macedonia even been a country that long.
But bro, this is why I enjoy seeing the demise of English teams. You see, when England gets smoked in these tournaments, they get the reality check, bro.
Yeah.
I enjoy it because these commentators are fucking dumb. Like I saw some headline saying Southgate showing Klopp the way, like because he's playing Trent in midfield. It's like
Southgate showing Klopp the way, Klopp, you know what I'm saying? Premier League winner, Champions League winner,
bruv, what?
Winner, Pokal Cup, showing Southgate, who's not won anything. Like, what are we doing?
You know them,
like Kai Havertz for Arsenal, I hope that Liverpool do put Trent in midfield. Because Trent in midfield is a bad idea as a central midfielder.
He's right back in midfield. That's why he ended up breaking free as a right back, because he wasn't good enough to play midfield. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's a reason why he's at right back, because he's a failed midfielder.
Did he play midfield in the youth team?
Of course he did. You know,
was he a right midfielder or was he central?
He was a midfielder, Brad. What do you think? That fucking right back was taking free kicks on that in the youth team.
You got a point.
Think about it. The guy's a failed midfielder, bro. He grew his hair, and pulled his socks down, bro. That's all that happened. You know that, bro. That's all that happened, bro. Like the guy ain't got zero press resistance, bro.
You
Zero.
don't know, yeah, he gonna get pressed.
Like,
Like,
he ain't got no half turn, no nothing. He gets away with it against Malta, but anyone can get away with it. Do you know what I mean?
North Macedonia, cool. Try that shit against France, innit?
This is what I'm trying to, but that's what I mean,
bro.
bro. Listen, he will get put in a fucking.
Try that against France. I do want to see that. Try that against the of Brazil. Like, I really can't wait for the Euros when they play against the likes of France and Italy and teams like that. Go try that. I bet.
This is what I'm saying, bro. So when I see headlines about when I see headlines where he's talking about Klopp and that, yeah, like showing Klopp, what are you talking about? Stop that.
And the commentators then act surprised when England then lose in tournaments. Like, we've not seen this overall for many, many years. Like, we've not seen this in the whole modern day era of England having talented players and failing at tournament. And they'll fail at the Euros, people.
Oh, bro, listen. They fail all the time. This is what they do, bruv. Like, England just fail, bruv.
Yeah.
You know, like that. You know what I'm saying? They get your hopes up and then they fail, blood.
You know what I'm saying? Why can't England, you know what I'm saying, do some? Why can't they win the Euros or the World Cup? Because they're not good enough. Look at the manager they have. The manager's the biggest issue.
And that's why we see stuff like Bukayo Saka, the face of the England team, they're trying to say now. Bruv, you know what I mean? England, Arsenal, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? It's that, bro. You know them ones. Nearly men, bruv. Might as well.
Yeah, it's nearly men. 100%.
Might as well. Scores when it doesn't matter. Scores when it don't matter. Might as well be Arsenal.
Facts.
You know, like that. You know what I'm saying?
Both playing red and white.
Bruv, might as well be Arsenal, blood. Scores when it don't matter. When the pressure's off. When the pressure's on, miss the pen for both teams. You know, like that. Yeah. It is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, them allegations, man's not beating.
Yeah, Saka, you got to step up. And I rate Saka, but you right. You right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's that, you know, like that, bro.
Pressure penalties, man. You missed 2. Don't miss a third one. Because then that time we'll be saying that we look at you and go,
Bruv, it's that. Do you know what I mean? Big up my man, the super chat. Did I see Harry Redknapp's video on England? No, I didn't. I don't know. What did Harry Red say, bruv? You know what I mean? The only Harry Redknapp video I saw was from Soccer Raid or something. You know what I mean? He looks off his head.
Nah, there was you might be talking, I don't know if it's recent, but it's an old one where we spoke about England, you know, and like playing the likes of North Macedonia, Malta, Andorra, and he's like, we do this every 2 years. We get in a qualifying group with terrible teams, win 10 out of 10, go to tournaments and do nothing. That's pretty much what he said.
He's right.
You know I remember him saying, I think he was on BT, I think. Someone in the comment section correct me, but I've seen that video.
But bro, he's right. But this is exactly why I'm saying, why are people getting excited by a hat-trick against Malta or even beating Malta? Like, do you know what I mean? You're supposed to put 10 past these teams.
Facts.
You're supposed to. These are the kind of games that you play in, you don't want to play, and then you score a hat-trick and you don't even celebrate, blood.
Facts.
These are the kind of games, bro, that you play in and you don't celebrate goals. How can you celebrate goals? Do you know what I mean? Against man that are handing out fucking armbands at the swimming pool, like at 3 o'clock, and then they're in the stadium, at 8 o'clock, ready to kick off.
They're the same guns we were talking
about.
Man,
are lifeguards, B.
Facts. They're the same guns we were talking about earlier. Who'd be like, best price for you, my friend. Yeah, that man. I'm saying, what are we doing? What are we doing, people? Come on.
Bro, it's that, man. It's that.
North Macedonia, like, cut it out, man. Like, England should be beating these teams, and they did. I watched both games. They did what was required. Like, that's it, man. They did what they were supposed to do. Like,
the bare minimum.
Yeah, keep it stepping up.
The bare minimum. So, no, people need to relax. That's all I'm saying, people. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, bump up the likes as well, you lot, man. Let's bump up the likes.
Hey, Brad, what? Man, see a post from AFTV saying, United currently a bigger pool. I mean, Arsenal currently a bigger pool than Man United under the Timber comments, bro. These men are so jobless. Oh my days. This is why I keep getting on to you lot, you know. This is why I keep getting on to you lot, because I swear down, it's that channel, bro. The Instagram post. You know what I'm saying? It's that channel. You know, like that. This is mad.
I'm interested to see their thoughts on Kai Havertz, actually. I'm interested in that.
These, man, I'm sure Don Robbie's trying to make it look like it's a good signing, bro. I know what Robbie's
shout out Don Robbie, man. I hope so. I'm looking forward to that video, man. It should be good. You know what I'm saying? And it should be, if they like, just Don't lie about it. Like, it's a terrible
But
sign.
they have to lie about it because, bro, ultimately that's what keeps people coming back, innit? You know, like that.
But not being like, not just calling Kai Havertz a poor footballer, because we all know he is.
Bro, listen, yeah, like, you know what it is. I watch too much basketball. Like, that's just what it is. But you know, them Americans say, yeah, that man are just glazing Don's blood.
That's a crazy phrase.
Bro,
Crazy.
that is how you get followers on YouTube, like just glazing, fam. I swear down. Bruno, Garnacho, all these bros just glazing, bruv. Krispy Kreme, blood. I'm telling you. This is how these men get followers, bro. Man are out here glazing, fam. You know, like that.
Yeah,
this
madman.
is what it is, bro. Like, bro, it's true, fam. This is what they do. This is what they do, bro. This is how they get followers, bro. They find a footballer, you get me, and their man are double glazing, blood. No index, you get me. This is what it is. This is how they get followers. This is what it is. That's how you keep all these kids coming back.
It's the hope, isn't it?
But you keep all these kids coming back, bro, because you find someone and then you do the whole tribal thing. A man are just glazing 24/7, bro.
It's just sheer hope.
You know what I mean? And this is just what it is, bro. Like, you cannot convince anyone that has watched the last 3 years of Kai Havertz that this signing makes any sense.
Facts. That's 110% facts. And it is like, what people just just lie to themselves. That's what it is. Like, try to convince themselves, try to convince you, and let's see and wait and what happens. All right, sure. But that same people will clown us for Mount.
This is it.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, Mount's gonna be a fan favorite when he comes, bro. I'm dreading it. You know the one. You're gonna be the next Luke Shaw, blood. Oh, bro, it's gonna hurt me.
Why? Because he runs around and he claps the fans.
You know what I mean? He might even put his socks down as well. You know the ones there.
Nah, he can't put his socks down.
Bruv, I swear down. Jay Ling's done it as well, blood. Little low socks hype, blood, towards the end of his career, bruv. At Man United, just running around with his fucking calves out. You know them. It's what these men are doing now, bro. I swear down, bro. You know, like that, bro. It's like them man in the wedding pics with their ankles out. These men got their calves out and that. It's that, bro.
Yeah, each to their own, innit? I always got my sock I'm a long socks merchant. You know what I'm saying? That when I kick ball. You know what I'm saying? Long socks.
Nah, it's crazy, bro. Listen, you have to be a triple OG to be playing with your socks pulled down, bro. Man got to have the first touch on smash, and man need to be influencing games, blood. Man can't have low socks just running around.
Yeah, I know, man. You're gonna get clattered as well. Like, I think shin pads. You know what I'm saying? I got big ass shin pads on. You don't think about getting clattered. That's what I think about.
But this is what I'm saying. That's why you have to be mad elusive to be playing with the low socks and the small shin pads, blood. Mason Mount ain't elusive, blood. We're not in the right way.
Definitely not elusive.
You know them ones. He's elusive in the sense that you just don't see him, blood. You know, like that. But he's not involved.
Yeah, I hear exactly what you're saying. And hey, Luke Shaw a better centre back than he is a left back. Let's get out of there.
He is 100%.
Than he is a left back.
No, 100%. It's that. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, we got everyone inside though. So yeah, we're just gonna see, bro. Everyone's hyping up the Mason Mount thing. You're not gonna hear me saying it's a good idea because it's not.
It's a terrible idea.
Do you know what I mean? And it's the same with the Kai Havertz thing. If you see an Arsenal fan saying that Kai Havertz, is a good signing, then it's either they don't watch football, or they're just completely deluded. And it's probably a combination of both.
It's just straight hope. They're just hoping.
Super chat. How long these lot saying Party better than Casemiro, but Party to leave after their best season in ages, bro? But this is not a football decision. I told you, Party is gonna end up in Saudi because they got no extradition, because he knows he's about to catch a charge, blood. You know them, man.
Catch that charge. All right, that makes sense. That does make sense.
This is what I'm saying, and this is what it is. So that's why Party, because the Party leaving thing doesn't make sense, because I wouldn't say that he hasn't had a great season for Arsenal, like, because it's been a stop-start season, innit? It hasn't been a bad season, but it's been a season where, it's been a season where what they expected of him and what they told us that we were going to see from him, we didn't see, innit? All these Casemiro comparisons and all these other things, bro. Casemiro led us to 2 cup finals. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and was an actual leader in the team. Like, Thomas Partey ain't really, bruv. What's his What's his highlight for Arsenal so far? That goal against Tottenham. That's about it. That's his highlight for Arsenal for the whole season. The goal against Tottenham. That he tries that shot like 3 times every game, and the one time it went in. Like that's his highlight for the whole season.
Yeah,
you know, like that. And now man's gonna end up playing in Saudi Arabia to stay away from the popo. Listen,
crazy.
Listen, life comes at you fast, innit? And I really don't know what to say to that. You know what I mean? They're gonna replace him. They're saying they're gonna replace him with Lavia, and to be fair, I think Lavia is better than him anyway.
I'm a big fan of Lavia because
Fabrizio
Romano did tweet that out that our backup to Mount, if it don't happen, is Lavia.
Bro,
Lavia is our second option.
Lavia now.
Oh yeah, 110%. Go get Lavia. Go get another midfielder. Then we're on smoke. Lavia, Casemiro, Ericsson, and one more. That's a good quartet. It's a good quartet, without doubt.
100%. You're right though. That announcement video with Don Robbie turning slower than Kai Havertz, blood. That party hard.
Party hard.
Yeah, bruv. That might be the highlight of his Arsenal career. I can't lie, but it's one of them ones where, like, realistically,
that's moves outside there,
bruv. If they get Lavia, it's an upgrade.
Yeah. Lavia's a good player.
It's an upgrade.
I'm a big fan. I've been so
big fan of that player, man.
It'll be cheap as well, right? Because you're buying him from the Championship. So
like, just saying that Lavia is a Mason Mount.
He's the backup too.
Is the backup, but he's better than Mount. And then
he's better than Mount. 110%. I'm taking.
That's what I mean. And then I'm not also I'm not buying these Barella links anyway. Obviously, he got linked to Newcastle. That's gone quiet. Now they're saying Tonali's going there, and Barella would be exactly the kind of player that would kind of fit the Mount mold, but just way better. You know, like that. So I don't fucking know, innit, bro. I don't really know what Man United are doing right now. We've even been linked with Eze as well, and to me, that doesn't make sense either. Like, I like Eze, but it doesn't make sense for what our manager's been linked with. So now I just feel like they're just throwing names at us and seeing what sticks.
People, exactly. That's why I take all of these links, because people say, "Oh, you've been linked with such and such link." Show me the concrete links from reliable sources. Show me reliable, concrete links from reliable sources. Otherwise, it's all hypothetical, and we can discuss hypothetical. But I'm not gonna discuss it with too much vim because it's not on the horizon. Like the vast majority of these deals will not get done. All these players we've been linked with won't get done.
100%. Someone said Tielemans. I think Tielemans has gone Aston Villa, mate.
Yeah, he's gone Villa. Good signing for them. Makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
I see why.
Absolutely. So yeah, yo, people, like, big up yourselves, man. Like, top show as usual. Can't even lie, bruv. You lot, it's fucking lit over here, man. I can't lie, man. We got rid of the pagans quite quickly, and YouTube chat's kind of lit now.
Love that, man. Like that. I'm saying, block the haters and that.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you got nearly 1.5K still in here. Do you know what I mean? So big up everyone that supports the thing. The pinned link to Flawless's channels there. Make sure you support that. What you got coming up, my bro?
What we're going on today? Q&A, people. So the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A at midnight, where the chat just runs the show and you get to ask sporting questions, joined by fellow panelists of not just United fans, different as well. And it's just the whole, for those that have watched it, it's just, you know, typical craziness, jokes. I'm saying all that type of stuff. So yeah, that's at midnight and closing in on 7K, people. So please make sure you subscribe. Under 100 away now from 7K. I'm trying to get there before the month is out. So we're trying to
we'll get there, man. You lot do that, man. You know what I mean?
Man. Appreciate for having me as always, Rants.
Come on, man. Said Villa and Brighton do. Oh yeah, bruv. I saw someone say that Brighton signed, what's his name? What's that Dutch youth's name? Xavi Simmons or something, but I don't know if that's lit.
I don't know. Not sure.
Is that lit? Is that legit?
I don't know, fam. News to me.
Yeah, because if I saw that, because if they signed him, that's a good fucking signing, bro. But I don't know if that's legit, bro. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that's legit though. You know what I'm saying? And if it is, then yeah, that's brazy. I can't even. Oh, they haven't. No, maybe they're just linked with him. Hopefully they don't get him because he's a good youth still. You know what I mean? So boy, I'm about to say, because boy, the shit that's been coming out today, I can't keep up. So,
yeah. Every day, every minute, every hour. I know what's happened to you when you've been on shows and news is broke. Happened to me on a regular basis. I'm like, oh, breaking news, such and such, and it's like,
I said they got that Dahoudi that was at Dortmund. Oh, say less.
All right. I'm saying, what is he? Is he a midfielder?
Yeah.
So is he like what the McAllister replacement then?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, first. Makes sense.
But this is exactly what it is, though. But you see what I mean? They would have had that lined up before McAllister went, and this is exactly what I'm saying.
Absolutely, yeah. Without
That's
that.
what I'm saying. So yeah, they're doing things properly. But now, big up everyone inside for supporting the thing. You already know. Make sure you click the link, the pin link. Subscribe to Flawless's channel, people. And I'll be back in a bit, people.